Commissioner Daughtry, I think people see overall crime stats are down, shootings are down, but then you get high-profile incidents like you had this weekend at the parade, at the West Indian Day parade. And a lot of people are going, okay, yeah, it is, but there's still big crimes happening in the city right now. Is there anything you can do to try and get that number down even more?
We are. You know, we constantly, you know, look at where we're placing our police officers at. But let's talk about the shooting at the parade, which was when we heard that call come over the radio with the cops screaming for help, shots fired, shots fired. Think about that. The cops are screaming shots fired on the radio. What does that tell us as management? That they were right there. So how do you stop somebody from walking up to a group of people, pulling out a gun and shooting at somebody? Shooting at 5 people, you know, we're trying to shoot 1, we believe, and actually inadvertently shot additional 4 people.
You think one person was targeted and the other 4 got shot?
Well,
I won't say by accident, but yeah, not the intended targets?
That's what we are leaning towards. But like I said before, the cops heard the shots. They run out there with their guns drawn. There's almost 1 million people at this parade. How do you prevent that? And the department's constantly getting criticized for that. But how do we stop somebody, a madman, a maniac, a psycho, from taking out his weapon and firing it at somebody?
Well, there's talk that maybe the parade needs to be shut down. I mean, last year the parade was fabulous, no problems, right? Nothing like this, five shootings. And by the way, there are reports that there were plenty of guns at the parade over the weekend.
Let's put this in context, right? Compare this to the parades, this parade 20 years ago.
I mean, we're not talking 20 years ago.
No, but okay. Let's put it in context. Now let's get to the parade. Are we going to shut the parade down? No, we're not going to surrender.
So what can you do differently? 5 people were shot.
Well, we could talk about maybe it'll be a tough task, but I know a question came about wanding at that parade, to wand 1 million people. It's possible.
How do you wand 1 million people who have different entry points?
Well, we could talk about what we do on New Year's Eve. People at New Year's Eve come at 8 o'clock in the morning and get wanted, and they get put in their places, and they have to stay there for hours. I'm not saying we're going to do that, but how do we do things different? We'll post action this like we do every parade. But again, one incident, a tragic incident, and we're standing there at the parade saying, okay, this is done. What do we do next? Let's keep the rest of the parade safe the best
Commissioner,
we can.
do you know who this person is who did it?
I'm extremely confident in our detectives. We got the best detectives on the globe. And
do you have a picture?
We have not yet. We have somebody that we are extremely interested in, and I'm going to leave it at that.
He's known to.
Oh, Roseanne, you're always pushing.
that's my job. So you know this person. Has this person been in the system before?
We don't have an identification on the individual, but we have a couple of people that we like. We think there's more than one person that was actually shooting.
So let me ask you, one of the things that when you look at the crime statistics, again, down in just about every category, but it seems that a lot of the shootings that we hear are young people. We keep hearing about teenagers shooting, or maybe somebody who's 20 or whatever. Do you think a lot of this is gang-related? Is that what's going on in New York right now? And is it any different than it has been in years past?
No, I would say over 60% of our shootings, regardless of what year, have a gang nexus, gang motivated to it. We took 1 shooting on Juve at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we took 1 shooting at the parade, and they're both gang motivated. So it's not a deviation from the normal what goes on here in New York City. But again, like 1 million people, you know, we'll get this done.